and TV was recorded at the Irish McNeil Boys Club in Shreveport, Louisiana, which was a regular stop during the Mid South Loop. Fans write in all the time to the show and ask about your experiences in the various cities you visited. So, Jake, what can you tell us about Shreveport and the Irish McNeil's Boys Club?
Oh my God, what a shithole. It was a boys' club, all right. I don't know what year it was a boys' club, but it was. It was a rough building. No bells and whistles. Certainly no bells and whistles. Certainly no air conditioning.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a sweat box.
Now, how about Shreveport itself? We always hear one of the things that all the wrestlers that work in Mid South always tend to tell me is that, like, yeah, there were drive-in, daiquiri places and stuff that you could go to in Louisiana, and a lot of fun and crazy times to be had. Shreveport, Jake, what can you tell us about times there?
Shreveport was a rough town. You had to be careful there.
Really, kind of
You
dangerous.
know, yeah, it was dangerous. It was rough and it was rowdy and it was dangerous. I think the wrestlers got kicked out of most places.
So you guys brought a little rowdiness with you too.
Yeah, there were some groups, such as Hacksaw and Hercules Hernandez. Hercules was good to bust up a place. So was Dr. Death Steve Williams and the Freebirds. Yeah.
So I do a podcast with Jim as well called The Hacks Hour. It's available exclusively on YouTube. And Jim always talks about how he was running around with guys like Gordy and those guys that you mentioned. Like he was always hanging around with them, and the crazy shit that they would get into, and like the kind of fights that they would have, and how drunk everybody would get, and those wild times. Jake, during this time, are you hitting the bars with that group of guys?
Hell no. I was afraid to.
Would you characterize yourself as more of like a loner? Like, were you on the road by yourself a lot, or were you going out and kind of hanging with the boys a lot?
I was a loner.
Why is that? You just prefer spending the time on your own?
I can argue with myself and not get into trouble. I just, especially Shreveport. I think Shreveport's more dangerous than New Orleans.
No shit, that bad there.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's dangerous.
I guess especially you going around as a heel too. It's you could really get yourself into a pinch.
Sure as hell can. I know I got beat up by a midget in Shreveport.
Well, holy shit, let's talk about that.
Yeah, she hit me right in my nuts. Punched me in my nuts, man.
So this was a female too.
Yes.
What did you do to incite this young lady's rage, Jake?
I have no idea. Maybe because I looked her over. Maybe it's because I overlooked her.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, man, but she punched me right in my nuts and dropped me to my knees.
Is this at a bar or at a wrestling event?
Yeah, at the bar.
Oh my gosh. Tell me that the boys weren't there to see that happen.
They were.
Oh, how bad were you getting ribbed after that?
A lot.
I cannot begin to imagine. All right, fuck Shreveport. Don't go out there.
I learned my lesson.
A dangerous city, plus some bad memories there for Jake. It would appear.
Yeah, some bad memories.